Yo, what is up guys, Face here and welcome back to another video. So I thought today I would give you guys a K91 review, what I personally think of the tank, my opinion, and if it is worth what it's going for in the store, as it has just arrived in the store. For 330 Rand in my currency and about 10,000 gold, I don't think it's worth it. It's my opinion, obviously. If you think that the K91's going to fit your playstyle, then obviously go for it. But I'm just going to quickly give you guys how it plays and all that. If you want to quickly go over the stats, let me give it to you really quickly. This ranking system has me all over the place. Okay, so for the gun, you have 350 average penetration, and then, well, average damage I should say, and then armor piercing is 248 on your standard shells, 310 on your heat, and 50 on your high explosive. Now that's kind of average. The heat pen isn't that great. I am running improved ventilation instead of calibration, and in most auto-loading tanks, which this one is, you kind of, once you run the calibrated shells, they kind of tempt you. They give you all these, oh look, all these positives that you can get with the improved ventilation, but most of the time it's because that the tank has a bad pen, and so they kind of want you to balance it, as you don't get adrenaline obviously. So yeah, well, gun ram I should say. Now I don't like the tank, and obviously that's an opinion. I do think that you should wait for the Kampfpanzer 70 ton, because I'm sure that will come in the store soon, especially if the K91 is coming in. They usually come into the store fairly close to each other. Obviously you have the T55A, the AMX-30 prototype. All of those tanks I love and adore way more than the K91. Now you can get some pretty good games in the K91, and I don't really know why I don't like the K91. I think that it's because of the gun. Now the clip itself is pretty good. You can average about 1,000 damage if you put every shell out, but the reload in between the shells is a bit too long for me. I don't really like that it's that long. It kind of means that you have to poke a lot more and in turn lose a lot of health. Also, the gun's handling is pretty awful. Like on the move you can see it's not that wide, but I feel like when you're turning your turret or trying to snap those shells in, it really doesn't do it, and you kind of miss a lot, at least in my situations. So obviously I don't really adore it. I find the Kampfpanzer having more alpha, more pen, hitting its shells a lot more than the K91. However, the K91 does have very good armor. You can side scrape very reliably. Ugh. My English is not working for me. You can side scrape very reliably, is what I was trying to say, and not have many problems with the enemy penning you. Now I have never seen a Sheridan go up there. That is a new for me, and I have been playing this game for like 7 years. What the heck? Okay, not quite being able to pen that E100. I think if I was running calibrated I would be able to. Now the turret is kind of weird. It looks like a rock has been thrown at its turret. It's kind of has this like triangle shape, so while it is strong, it can be overmatched on those little cupola areas and the cheeks of the turret from higher penetrating guns pretty easily. Now there's another K91. Someone has already bought the tank, so he didn't wait for the phased review, which I obviously recommend that you should if you're trying to look for a tank and wonder if it's worth it. Now, is that E100 still camping in the back? Probably, huh? Oh no, he's over here. I just shot at him. What am I saying? There's a Yo. Managed to put our last shell into him. Now, because it's an autoloader, I would recommend that if you do see that the team isn't in front of you and won't be in front of you for a while, always reload your clip. Even if you have two in the chamber, or even one in the chamber, reload that clip, just so that when you do pop up and the enemy is in front of you, you have a full clip to shoot at them. Now, one thing I wish this tank had was, oh god, I'm going to get smacked by that hurry, but I think I'm going to take it so that I can, oh, I should not have taken it now that E100 is going to put into me. Damn, okay, that was a bit of a bad mistake. I kind of bled a lot of health there. I kind of thought that I would clear the Conqueror and just take one shot from the hurry, but the E100 was right behind him. Now, hopefully the E100 will push up. Not quite. I'm going to use my adrenaline to kind of get a few more shells into the K91 over here. So did they have two K91s? No, that K91 literally went from the town to all the way back into spawn. I don't know what his game was there. I'm going to keep the 2 shells that I have since their team is basically dead. And if I put 2 more shells out, that would be pretty good. So let's put in 1 here. Rolling 400. We did shoot him first, so we should out-reload him. Hopefully not getting killed by him. He low-rolled there. And there you have it. We won. It's just this waffle tractor left. I don't have enough reload time to get the shells out, so this T-54 should be able to kill him. Unless maybe I can get it. Yeah, we got the kill. Cool. So as you can see, I didn't really show off the armor on the tank. We didn't really bounce many shells. However, don't be mistaken, this tank can easily side scrape against most tier 10 heavy tanks. You will bounce a lot of shells by side scraping. One thing I would say, if you are versing tier 10 heavy tanks, is to hide that turret, because they will pen you. But as long as you're moving back and forth a lot, you will probably get a lot of bounces. Now, let's get into another game, because obviously, like I said, 2 is better than 1. That's my saying nowadays. We did manage to get another tier 10 game, which is a bit unfortunate. Obviously, if you're in a tier 9, you want to verse tier 8s, because you will just bully them. Now, looking at the lineup, we have an SD1. We have it's just me and the SD1. Cool. And the enemy team has a Krongwagen, which is one of the worst opponents that I would like to come up against, and an IS-7. So 2 of one of the most strongest tier 10 tanks on the enemy team, and the matchmaker gives us a K91 and an SD1, which I must say are pretty strong tanks, but against the Krongwagen. Now, I don't know where the Krongwagen is. I don't know why he didn't come this way. A bit peculiar on his end. Maybe we can get a clip out into this 183. This wild 183 that's running for the cliffs. Hopefully I can put 1 more shell into him, so I don't have to worry about him later. We did bounce. What am I bouncing here? Did I just completely bounce that Krong? Well, as you can see, the armor being very lucky this game. Bouncing all those shells. You don't really bounce that many. It looks like the flank is completely and utterly gone. My medium tanks did not survive that well. Here's the Krong, which I did expect him being there, but can get 1 shell into him. Hopefully, not quite getting this second shell out. I'm going to reload the clip, just because I know that their heavy tanks are going to push on our 183 just in a minute. I'm trying, let me reverse so I can get in a better situation to shoot them. As you can see, the gun depression is pretty good on this tank as well. You can reliably be on a most hill ridge lines and not get penned. Put 1 shell into that IS-7. If he's going to show his entire side, that would be lovely. I am not going to push, just because I know that that 183 is going to get tunneled, as you can see. And there you can see the gun not handling as well as it probably should. Managed to get that last shell into the T9, and we're waiting. Now, we do have a WZ. We are healthy on teammates. That 183 is going to go down fairly quickly. Our WZ does get rid of that T9, which is always amazing. C capture is getting captured. Now, as long as we hold, we should be fine. We're up on cap. We're not up on teammates, but we are even at the moment. We are all fairly healthy, so it should be good. Actually, most of us are full health, so we should have this in the bag. There's a wild leopard. Now, I don't want to bleed health shooting him, but there is a guy behind me, so we might as well push down here. Krongwagen's above me. Maybe we can get a full clip of HE into this leopard. At least make him over push here. Not quite getting my full clip. I'm showing my entire side to the enemy. IS-7 over there. Angle to him, so he bounces. Can maybe get a shot into the Krongwagen. Not quite. The on-move dispersion on the K91 is not great. Leopard puts a heat shell straight into me. And I don't know how he is not dead. Honestly, I made him show his entire tank in front of my 2 heavy tanks. I mean, heavy tank and a Groll over here, and they did not manage to clear him. The IS-7 is just farming me now. That is a bit unfortunate. Report K91. Why? Probably because I YOLO'd him, which wasn't the best play ever, but I thought if we cleared him, which we weren't able to because my team wasn't able to track him or clear him, there's an object. If he backs up again, maybe we can help our WZ over here. But one shell. Managed to get our object to put another shell in. We get our third shell out. Maybe he'll give us another shot. Come on. Now the WZ just needs to back up. Look at him. I'm going to reload the clip. WZ should have him. The IS-7 is yellowing. I don't know where the Leopard 1 is. He's probably about to push me. I would think. I know. Okay, there's the Krong. There we go. Clear him. He was a bit... Man, this team is very toxic today. There's a Leopard 1. Hopefully my team can clear him. I am going to reload the clip and push this guy before the Krong can push up. I'm going to get behind this IS-7. Hopefully not giving the Krong some shots into my back. If I get up on here, I got 4 seconds until my clip is reloaded. Then we can reload if this girl can move. We do manage to get the shell in there. I believe this Krong is going to come up on the ridge over here. We just need a hold. I'm going to reload the clip. Since if he does push, then we can get a full clip out. I don't know where he's going to come from. Hopefully not from the right here. Yeah, there's the Krong. You know what? I want to just hold. We're up on cap. We're on cap advantage right now. So, why? Okay. The enemy team is very toxic. They're very mad that I pushed him. There's a Krong. Somehow bounce him. Put it one more shot. Come on. He bounces me. As you can see, the turret armor doing its job. I think you guys can hear my cat screaming. If you can't, then that's obviously great. Just need to reload my clip. 6 seconds. The girl should have him. Probably. Maybe not. Some of these players are quite peculiar. And he does get the kill. Nice. Another great win for the K91. Now, I do say that I hate the tank, and then we do very well in 2 games. At least decent. But I still will stick to my point and say that it's not the greatest tank. And for 10,000 gold, I feel like you can get a lot of other and better tier 9 tanks. So I would definitely hold onto your gold. If you have that spare gold and you do think the K91 is going to work for you, then obviously get it. Who am I to say that you shouldn't get it? I'm just saying that it's a decent tank, but there are better tanks out there, such as this beautiful Mayhem over here, and this one over here, and this one. Most tier 9 tanks are good in the game, but K91 I would probably put on the least on my list. But anyways, hopefully this video helps you guys decide if you are going to get the K91. If you do, and if this video did change your mind on the tank, let me know. And if it didn't change your mind, also let me know. If you're still going on that strong point that you're going to get the tank, obviously I want to know. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video, it really helps me out, and subscribe so you don't miss a future video. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Cheers.